Megan, thank you so much for joining us. The costume was entitled Waves of Love, and it incorporated love letters from South African men to women. Obviously, this costume is not just about fashion, but do you think enough attention was paid to the fashion element of what needs to go to this pageant overseas?
You know, what we need to understand, Marcel, is that the garment is, in fact, it is a costume. So it is not necessarily a fashion garment. There are certain elements in the Miss Universe that represents the ball gown and all those other factors. But this is indeed a costume. So it is more seen as an avant-garde garment that you won't wear every day. So it is important for the designer, Lloyd in this case, to represent the message stronger in the actual garment. So it's not really a fashion garment, it's more of a costume or what we call an avant-garde garment. So it's the message that had to be portrayed strongly within the design of the garment.
Now, from what I remember, this is not the first time the Miss South Africa costume going to Miss Universe has really gotten tongues wagging. Do you think there's perhaps an element that the designers that they get on board, they want to get the attention of people, whether positive or negative? Because you know what they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Exactly. Look, my main thing is I always think that the Miss SAs have some kind of involvement in the garment. So I think it was cleverly relayed, the message behind the design of the garment. And I doubt that there was a publicity sort of scam or anything like that. I just think that the way it was interpreted, I feel at times it could have been a little bit bigger, but I think the fact that they're using the recycled paper or ribbons and the way in which it was incorporated, I think it was cleverly done. So I think with all the past Miss SAs representing our country, there's always been some sort of backlash. It is interpreted whichever way. That is just how design is. Some people love it, some people hate it. But to me personally, I feel the fact that they are incorporating the letters into the design, and the fact that she has come out and said that this is the concept behind it, and more than 2,000 men responded to that, I think is amazing. She's going on that stage and she's making a declaration of love, and that's actually what we need in South Africa. Women to feel loved, to feel nurtured, to feel protected in a certain sense. And I appreciate the fact that she's boldly going to declare that and show every woman in South Africa, and also represent males in South Africa on that international stage. I think it's very brave.
Now, you, from what I've read up about you, you've spent some time as a model as well. How difficult is it when you get criticism of this kind for something that you're supposed to wear on a platform like this? How difficult is it still to just focus on what you know is the story behind what you're wearing?
I think as any model or anyone can understand, if you're secure within yourself, you know that going on that stage, you are going to get people who love you, people who don't, people who perceive beauty in any sort of way. So it's truly in the eye of the beholder. So it's just a matter of being confident within yourself. I've chosen not to read all the tabloids and all those different things, because it really just sways you. It can affect you if you allow it to. But when you go on that stage, you surely have to prepare yourself, because you know internationally you are going to get some sort of criticism, and I believe people will talk whether you do good or whether you do bad. So you just have to be confident and secure within yourself.
Okay, thank you so much for your insight. Joining us from the Cape Town studio there is Megan Duckett, a designer, a stylist and fashion journalist, and she also helps people find ways to dress themselves in the best possible way. Thank you so much for your time today.